Hello and welcome to week 9 where we get to study rockets today, which will be fun. For our campus, we're going to do two things. We're going to do a simple balloon launch in the classroom, and then we're going to go outside for a Stomp Rocket. So today we get to learn about rockets, what causes rockets to actually lift off, what takes place for that to happen in science. Again, since it's not an experiment, you don't have to do the scientific method, but you do want to use your keys for observation. You want to name things. You want to attend to certain things. Go over things we've already memorized in science and that we will memorize. Express, let the kids talk about, have they ever seen a rocket launch? What did it look like? What took place? Was it loud? Have they ever seen it? So the first thing we're going to do, you're going to blow up a balloon, just one balloon. This is a tutor demonstration. Be like, okay, this is our balloon rocket. What do we think is going to happen when I let go of this balloon? Of course, let it go, the balloon flies, and then let's use our tools of observation. What just happened to that balloon? Why did it take off? Why did it fly through the air? Why did it go that direction instead of going toward where the air was coming out? And have a little discussion to introduce the idea of a rocket. We know gravity is the force that holds things together here on the earth. And so what is against gravity to actually get things to lift up? We can talk about Newton's laws. The second law of motion talks about force. Force equals mass times acceleration. So the mass of something, the bigger it is, the more acceleration, velocity, speed it needs to get it going somewhere. We can talk about the third law, which is when there's, let me tell you so I don't tell you wrong, every action or force, there's an equal action or force in the opposite direction. So that's really what's happening with rockets. So if you show a video or show pictures of a space launch of a rocket, the combustion, all that takes place below that is a force acting against gravity, and so you're going to have a force going in the opposite direction. Since the earth doesn't move, the rocket has to move. Same thing that happens in our Stump Rocket. So I would do your intro and then go outside. And I have a couple helpers to demonstrate the Stomp Rocket.
Thank you very much.
All right, go ahead.
Luke, it's your turn. So.
All right, and then you'll have kids of different heights, different weights, and you can talk about. Good job, thank you. Each child will get a turn to do the Stomp Rocket, and then talk about what would happen if we put weights on our rocket. What would happen if the shape was different? How much force would it take? And would it take more force or different force to make it actually combust and go against gravity? And think about that a little bit. Have kids just run and jump as hard as they can. Have them just barely step on it to see what happens, to observe what happens when you have a little force versus a really strong force. All right, have fun.